One of the biggest questions following the midterm elections was answered this weekend. Democrats retained control of the Senate with 2 victories out west. The House is still up in the air this morning. NBC senior Washington correspondent Hallie Jackson joins us with the latest on that, and also the fate of election deniers who were running for key offices. Hallie, good morning.
Yeah, a lot there, Savannah. Good morning to you. And listen, it may be 2 years ahead of a divided government in Washington if Republicans are able to hang on for a very slim majority in the House of Representatives. But we are learning more this morning about another slate of candidates, election deniers and skeptics who question the results of the 2020 election, defeated in key battleground states where their support of election fraud lies could have undermined 2024.
A victory lap this morning for Democrats who will hang on to their Senate majority for the next 2 years.
We had great candidates. They had flawed candidates.
The clincher, the race in Nevada with vulnerable incumbent Democrat Senator Catherine Cortez Masto narrowly defeating Republican Adam Laxalt. Her win means Democrats will keep control of the 50-50 Senate, but both parties are still laser focused on the Georgia Senate runoff next month. Republicans, with hopes of a red wave long gone, may barely eke out a razor-thin majority now in the House. What's also clear from the midterm elections? Voters rejecting so-called election deniers who question the results of the legitimate 2020 presidential election. That extends even to races for secretaries of state who oversee voting. In battleground state races, every Secretary of State nominee who denied or cast doubt on the election lost. And many Republicans running for governor who refused to say whether they would have certified President Biden's win also defeated, although Arizona's race between Kari Lake and Katie Hobbs still a question mark. Former President Trump, who planted the seed of election denialism and who's still pushing election fraud lies, widely expected now to announce another run for office this week, leaving his party divided, especially as former Vice President Mike Pence is now drawing more attention to Mr. Trump's actions in the aftermath of the last election and during January 6th, speaking to ABC News about that day.
2:24 p.m., the president tweets Mike Pence didn't have the courage to do what should have been done. It angered me.
Well, now the spotlight is turning to Florida ahead of what is widely expected to be an announcement by former President Trump that he will make another run for the White House. Now, again, Mr. Trump planted the origins of election denialism came from him in 2020. And given the poor performance of those election denying candidates this month, it would not seem like a winning message for him tomorrow night. You have some Republicans concerned about that, going even further, some of them, and suggesting it is time for Mr. Trump to step aside and make room for new faces in 2024. Savannah.
Well, we'll see what his message is this time. Hallie, thank you very much.
Hey, thanks for watching. Don't miss the Today Show every weekday at 11 a.m. Eastern, 8 Pacific on our streaming channel, Today All Day. To watch, head to today.com/allday or click the link right here.